welcome back everybody to the CBP. I'm your host Carter Buckets, and I'm joined with Steve once again. He's been down in Dallas, and last one we did was the top 10 positions video. So, how you doing, Steve?
Couldn't be better, Carter Buckets. Glad to be here. Glad to be back on the CBP podcast. I'm ready to put this work in.
All right, so how's your team doing?
You talking about my fantasy football team?
Oh, yeah.
I'm 4-4 on the year. I can't complain. I'm sitting about 5th place in our league. I believe you know this, but your sister is actually in first place in the league.
Because she drafted Alvin Kamara, DK Metcalf, and Russell Wilson.
Yeah, she had a good draft. Hey, but you could have picked all those players too.
I couldn't have picked Kamara. She had the pick before me.
That's true. That was her first pick, but you had the ability to pick DK and Russell. She just swooped them first. She had a good draft. She knew what she was doing. But I'm 4-4 on the year. My boy Kittle out for the season. I just dropped him. Looking to swoop another tight end. Hoping to pick up Austin Hooper.
Hooper?
Yeah, he's been hurt. He's on the Browns. He was available on waivers. I think I'm going to get him because I was the only one that placed a waiver on him, but we'll see how it goes.
I need a wide receiver because, of course, the 1 week Jarvis Landry's out for a bye, Robert Woods is, and Galladay's hurt.
Yeah, your sister actually has Marvin Jones, so you may want to ask her for maybe a trade. That may be a good idea because she is willing to trade Marvin Jones if the price is right. That's for sure. What place you in, Carter?
I don't really know. I'm coming off a huge win and Kenny Galladay dropped me a clean fat 0.
Yeah.
But Dalvin Cook got me 4 touchdowns, so.
I did see you got that win against, who was it? Patty? You whooped them booty cheeks.
It was that Kerry Lombard guy.
Kerry Limpy? That's Patty, yeah. Yeah, I saw you got the win against Patty. You're on the rise. You're on the rise. You know, you started off pretty rough. It was patchy. But it seems like you got your lineup together.
Yeah, because finally Gibson's the starter, so that's going to help. I didn't even have him.
Speaking of Gibson.
What do you want for him?
I offered you Justin Jefferson for Gibson, and that was a good trade, and you turned it down. You just said you needed a wide receiver. That was your opportunity. It's off the table now. I'm sorry.
I went to dinner for my birthday. This man tried offering, what was it? It was
Gibson for Jefferson, straight up. I even tried to throw in Jerry Jeudy, and you turned it down. That's tragic.
Ayuk.
Even Ayuk, yeah. And then I dropped Ayuk. You could have picked him up, but you didn't even pick him up off of waivers. My team was so freaking stacked at wide receiver. I didn't need any of them. I didn't need Ayuk. I got Michael Thomas, hopefully comes back healthy.
He probably won't.
Tyreek Hill, #1 receiver in the league behind DK Metcalf, of course. Justin Jefferson, amazing wide receiver. Basically the wide receiver 1 in Minnesota right now.
No, it's Adam Thielen.
No, it's not Adam Thielen. It's not Adam Thielen. Who else do I have? Who's my 3rd wide receiver?
I have no idea. I don't look at your team.
I'll have to double check. Why don't you keep talking? I'll look that up real quick.
And, of course, last week I thought I was going to lose because I had Kyler on bye and I had Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, Baker, QB.
He had 7. Hey, he did better. How many points did
I got Fulgham and
Garoppolo?
Claypool, too. Fulgham, who's the Philly wide receiver, he's going off this year. Picked him up for waivers because nobody wanted him because they said, Fulgham's trash. He's not trash. He's putting up numbers. Guess who else I got? Claypool on my bench.
Hasn't done crap for the past 2 weeks.
You want to bet? Let's look at last week. 13 points.
13?
And then, okay, he had 1 bad week. 0.8, he had 1 target. Before that, 18 points. Before that, 42 freaking points. Don't tell me he's washed. Don't tell me he's crap. He's putting up numbers. Numbers. Numbers.
How'd you like my pick of a Darius Slayton, though?
Who?
Darius Slayton, wide receiver for the
Giants?
Yeah, he's their #1 receiver.
Oh my gosh.
Daniel Jones missed him for a touchdown.
No, please don't talk to me about the Giants. Don't talk to me about the Jets. If you have either player on the Giants or Jets, I don't want to talk to you. You are not good for fantasy advice. I'm sorry. It's the truth. Slayton has been on waivers for like a century now, and nobody's even touched him because he plays for the Giants and Daniel Jones is his QB.
Good point, but he's the only wide receiver I have, and he's the only wide receiver who's projected.
I'll trade you Fulgham or Claypool. They're available. Look up Fulgham's points for the past couple weeks. Notice he just got on the team week 4. 13 points, 31 points, 19 points. 12 points was his low. And then he had 19.8 on Thursday night. Nobody scores points on Thursday night. That's a fact. Nobody puts up fantasy points on a Thursday night game.
Unless you're Russell Wilson.
Unless you're Travis Fulgham. Or DK Metcalf. Or Russell Wilson.
Or Kyler Murray.
That's besides the point. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Do you want Fulgham?
Maybe.
Who you got? What's on the table? You know who I need? A tight end. You got a tight end I can have?
I only got one, and it's Hawkinson.
You only got one?
Yeah, Who's
your running backs? I know Cook's not available. Who else you got? Gibson?
I got Gibson.
Is Mixon available?
Mixon.
He's been hurt.
For the right
Gio
price.
Bernard's been putting up numbers. I was shocked.
How about for Zach Moss? He's been putting up numbers.
Yeah, Zach Moss for Claypool?
Fulgham.
You're nuts if you think I'm trading Fulgham for Zach Moss. Fulgham's my starting wide receiver. He's just on my bench right now because Michael Thomas may come back. I'm going to put him back in, but I got Chase Edmonds in my lineup right now because Kenyon Drake's out.
Yeah, Edmonds is putting up numbers right
Evans is putting up numbers, and he's the number one running back. But what I'm afraid is that Kenyon Drake's only going to be out for like 1 or 2 weeks. Apparently his injury wasn't as bad as they thought it was going to be.
When Drizzy comes back, it may still be Edmonds.
I mean, Edmonds has been putting up numbers for the beginning half of the year. Let's look at his stats. 13 the first game. He had 2 slow weeks with 4 and 5. Then he had 15, 20, another slow week. Then he had 21. Yeah. I mean, he puts up numbers because he gets like 5 or 6 catches a game out of the backfield.
Yeah.
That's what you need for a PPR. You want a running back that gets catches.
Like Dalvin Cook.
Like Gibson,
yeah.
Dalvin Cook. Oh, Dalvin Cook's more of like a ground and pound.
Yeah, he got a 50-yard touchdown.
Like Le'Veon Bell, if he was, on a good team and healthy.
He's on a good team and he's healthy. I think.
Well, he's on a good team now, but he's the second stringer. I think if
Edwards-Hilaire's better.
I don't think he's better.
Oh,
I think if Edwards-Hilaire gets hurt,
then
Le'Veon Bell is going to be one of the best running backs in the league. Just my opinion.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
But he needs Edwards-Hilaire to get hurt to put up some numbers. I got him on my bench. Don't know what to do with him. He's on the trade block if y'all want him. He's available. Anybody on my team is available.
Yeah, besides Hill.
Hill is available if the price is right. I'll trade you Hill for Cook.
You out of your mind.
I'm just saying. Hill is the most consistent player in the league. Cook's been hurt. He puts up big numbers, but Hill's the most consistent player in the league. He's got a touchdown at least one touchdown every single game this year.
Okay,
except for one game.
Whenever Cook's healthy, he at least gets you 10 points. 10, 15 points.
I mean, that's true. But
every week.
I don't have to worry about Hill being healthy. He's been healthy every game. He gets me 15 points minimum every game.
I know, because what's good about Cook, he's their whole offense now.
No, Justin Jefferson puts up points.
Sometimes.
Thielen's the wide receiver too. Jefferson puts up points. Let me go over Jefferson's numbers with you. He's number 32 in the league for total points in fantasy. He had a bad week last week, but he had 39 points before that. Then he had 5 points, then 14, then 30. He's only a rookie.
Yeah.
And he's top 30 in the league in fantasy points.
My thing is, he's hit or miss right now. Either A, he's going to go off for 20, 30, 40 points. Or B, he is not going to do anything, just like Mark Andrews.
I'm not going to lie to you there. That's a fact. And that's just because Kirk Cousins is a QB. And
good point.
Their offense through Zimmerman, or is it Zerline?
Zimmerman, I think.
Zimmerman's the head coach? Their offense through Zimmerman is ground and pound, Dalvin Cook. That's their bread and butter.
You can't get mad at him for it. I mean, it works.
I can't blame them, but they get behind every single game, and then Dalvin Cook has to have either 4 touchdowns or Kirk Cousins has to put up 300 yards in the fourth quarter for them to make a comeback.
Yeah. I think in this upcoming draft, I think you just forget the season and you try to get Justin Fields.
You talking about for next year?
Yeah, I'm talking Fields.
I'd rather have T-Law.
Well, the Jets are going to get him. Is that it?
You think so?
They're 0-7.
Yeah, but who else is a bad team?
Giants.
Giants could get him. I mean, if I was the Giants, I'd take Trevor Lawrence. I don't care if I got Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is booty cheeks.
He is.
But I don't think Sam Darnold is a bad QB. I don't. I think he's on a bad team.
Yeah, he's
and if
bad coaching, honestly.
It's a bad organization, just like the Giants. They suck. They're trash. But if he was on, even if he was like on the Broncos, I think Sam Darnold would be a good QB. But it's just a bad organization in general.
Adam Gase, that's all you have to say, really.
That's all you got to say.
Adam Gase and no help. His best player on offense is 50-year-old Frank Gore.
Yeah, that's sad.
He needs crunches to get down the field.
They traded Robbie Anderson.
Why would you trade Robbie Anderson? He's going off this year.
Because they probably couldn't afford him.
Yeah, you couldn't.
But they traded Jamal Adams.
Their best player.
Traded their linebacker, what's his name? Williamson? Avery Williamson. Where's he going?
I
forgot where he went.
I think to the Steelers.
Did he?
Yeah, the 7-0 team. Real scary.
They're trying to tank right now, obviously.
I mean, if you get T-Law, that's gonna help you a little bit, but
I think the Jets will draft Fields over T-Law.
How come? They need a mobile quarterback.
One, T-Law is just proximity wise, he's closer to that northeast area. He's played at Ohio State. I think he's from Georgia originally. I think Trevor is as well. But
they're both originally from
I think
Georgia.
just the proximity to the area will put him as more of a favorite to play for the Jets. I think T-Law will go 2 overall. I really think Justin Fields is that QB of the future. I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence isn't going to be a Hall of Famer, which I think he can. But I think Justin Fields is the QB of the future. He's more of that Kyler Murray model.
Yeah.
Not maybe as fast, but he's very durable. More like a Russell Wilson. That's the QB of the future.
I think I can agree with you on that. In my opinion, Justin Fields is the best quarterback in college football right now. That's not really a question.
Facts.
I mean, Fields, his first week is putting up great numbers. I mean, look at it. He's only played one game. One or two games.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely the best player in college football.
Besides Penei Sewell.
Who?
Penei Sewell.
Who's that?
He's a tackle for Oregon. He's really good. He's supposed to go like number 3 overall or something.
He ain't Jay Fields. Let me tell you that.
But he won multiple Offensive Lineman of the Year awards.
Is he sitting out this year?
I think so. So is Jamar Chase.
The LSU wide receiver?
Yeah.
No, he came back. He's playing.
He
said he said he was sitting out, and then he decided to play because he put up numbers against the Gamecocks. Let me tell you, I know he's playing. Okay, let me tell you.
And we're going a little off topic here, but how'd you like that win against Auburn?
That was a good win against Auburn. I'm not gonna lie, that was our first time beating Auburn since being in the SEC. So since the 90s is when the Gamecocks joined the SEC. Before that, we hadn't beat Auburn since 1933. So during the Great Depression was the last time we beat Auburn, which is crazy to think about. You play them, you don't play them every year in the SEC.
But almost.
But we had a lot of matchups with them, and they took us to town every single year, especially when they had Cam Newton. They waxed that ass when Cam Newton was there. We almost beat them at Jordan-Hare Stadium when Cam Newton was QB, when they won the national championship with Steven Garcia at QB and Alshon Jeffrey at wide receiver. And I think Marcus Lattimore was on that team as well. But we lost to them in the regular season, and then they beat us in the SEC championship game as well.
Yeah.
Big time. But what about that win for OU against Texas Tech? That was they put it on them.
Yeah.
You think Rattler's proven himself?
I think so. I mean, who in the NFL even do you see be able to throw the ball as many different angles as he can?
Mahomes.
That's exactly.
And DiNucci for the Cowboys.
You seen them TikToks?
DiNucci is a straight baller for the Cowboys.
Trace McSorley is better than him, though.
No, DiNucci is the GOAT. If I had to choose between drafting Trevor Lawrence or DiNucci for the Cowboys, DiNucci is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
He is my ride-or-die QB. And you know what? Cowboys players, you need to put some respect on DiNucci's name. All right? If he goes down like Andy Dalton with a concussion, you better knock out the linebacker that knocked him out. Because he's all you got.
At this point, Prescott's hurt. Dalton's hurt. Danucci's all you got.
DiNucci is he's the greatest. DiNucci is, I'm trying to think of something funny to say. DiNucci is the Gucci. Yeah, DiNucci is the Gucci. That means he's good.
Gucci Danucci.
Gucci DiNucci. Gucci DiNucci. That's right.
And that Red River Showdown game, wow.
I'm talking about OU Texas.
Wow.
That was a good one, huh? Did you think they were going to pull it out? Did you get nervous when they started making a comeback? I know you were nervous in overtime because OU starts to slip when it gets to overtime.
But we shouldn't even have to go to overtime.
You shouldn't have. You know.
Big 12 messed up.
Oh, you can't blame it on the refs.
You could, well, kind of.
The game shouldn't even been at that position to begin with.
Yeah.
You guys were up multiple touchdowns.
Well, that 42 seconds is the only time they had to score.
I'm just saying, you're up multiple touchdowns. Shouldn't have got to that point. Should have just put them away like you did in the Big 12 championship game.
And how about Troy Norwood, though?
No, first game back, right?
No, he's been back.
Has he? I thought he's been hurt.
No, he's been back this whole season.
Oh, okay.
Best game he's ever had, though.
Yeah, 2 picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You met him, didn't you? He came to your school?
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. I like him.
And Neville Gallimore, one of the few...
You know, I saw he got to start, didn't he?
Yeah, one of the few defensive tackles in the draft who's actually starting. People who were picked over him. Ross Blacklock, I don't think starting. I mean...
He got his opportunity. He worked for it. That's what you got to do.
I mean...
All you need is an opportunity. Just look at the Jaguars running back. What, James Robinson? Undrafted free agent rookie. Guess what? He's putting up stupid numbers in Jacksonville. Guess what? He put the work in. You know, all he got was an opportunity just to make the team, and he proved himself. So it doesn't matter if you get drafted, where you get drafted, if you're number 1 or if you're undrafted. If you get the opportunity and you put the work in, then you're going to get the results.
And Gallimore is, I think, one of the only 3 defensive tackles who's actually starting, because besides him, there were 2 guys in the first who started above him.
Mm-hmm.
It's Kinlaw and Brown.
What about dude from Ohio State?
Who?
The guy that plays for Washington, the Redskins.
He's a defensive end.
Yeah, but defensive lineman, all the same stuff.
Yeah.
What about Kinlaw? Kinlaw starts?
I said Kinlaw.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Kinlaw's a beast.
Yeah, he's played pretty good.
Beast.
But Neville's a 3rd-round pick. I mean, they cut Dontari Poe just so they can play Neville.
They cut Poe?
Yeah.
No way.
That's why they started. They say it's because of weight, but it's not. It's because they're trying to think of the future and they want Nev to get as many reps.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad Neville got his opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's going to ball out.
I mean, whenever you're cutting a veteran like Poe, who's proven himself, Neville hasn't yet. I mean, he's still a rookie.
That should inspire you. That should get you pumped up, you know. Somebody in front of you gets cut, next man up. If you get that opportunity, that should pump you up and make you want to work even harder.
The thing that gave him the spot, though, Tristan Hill's injury against the Giants.
Tristan Hill?
Yeah. Player out of UCF, 2nd-round pick, probably could have been like a 3rd or 4th.
He got hurt?
Yeah. But that gave Neville a chance, so.
That's all you need, just a chance.
Yep.
You think the Cowboys are going to make the playoffs?
No.
I think they're going to fire Mike McCarthy after this year.
They better.
And I think they're going to...
Fire Mike Nolan.
I think they're going to trade Zeke.
They need to. He's playing buns.
I think they're going to trade Zeke. I think they're going to trade Amari Cooper.
They need to.
I think they're going to trade Gallup. I think they're going to basically trade the entire team that's costing them money.
Yeah, and
just to
try to
fresh.
revamp.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to tank a little bit. Maybe like a tank year next year.
They
may tank this year to get maybe T-Law.
Nah, Sean Wade.
Who's Sean Wade?
Cornerback out of Ohio State.
No, you need a QB.
They have Dak.
It's not sure Dak's coming back healthy. You know, it's a tough injury he had. He may never be the same. You know, and he was only on a 1-year deal.
Do you bring
it's
him
not like
back?
It's not like he's got a contract. He's just got a franchise tag.
Do you try to sign a quarterback in free agency?
No, because they're not trying to win this year. I don't think so.
Next year.
If they're next year,
like
if they don't draft a QB,
like this free agency coming up, Like when
Well, the free agency ends tonight.
like,
Deadline ends tonight.
off season.
It depends if Dak's healthy, you know?
If Dak's healthy, I could still see him picking up a quarterback just for security reasons.
Yeah, I think they'll get rid of Andy
Like-
Dalton and pick somebody else up. For sure.
For some reason,
But they better not get rid of Gucci Danucci. He's a baller.
I could see Baker maybe not going back to the Browns if they don't offer him a good contract. If they don't offer him,
Baker's going back to the Browns. The Browns need Baker. Baker needs the Browns. Let's just make that
Baker's
loud
the
and
best
clear.
thing that's happened to him since Jim Brown.
Odell Beckham is not going back to the Browns.
I hope not.
He's not. They don't want to deal with him. He's not going back. Odell Beckham is going to end up on the Chiefs.
Maybe.
He's going to end up on the Chiefs for a small contract price. Now, that means that the Browns are going to have to draft another threat on offense.
Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Rondell Moore.
They will draft a wide receiver in the first round, for sure.
I can see that. Definitely.
For sure. Because Baker is their future. I think he's proved himself enough.
Yeah.
You know, he's had his ups and downs throughout the season, last year as well. But I think he is a winning QB. He just gets the job done. Whether he has turnovers, he knows how to get the job done for that team.
A week that shows out for me that proves that they don't even need Odell is the week against the Bengals.
Bengals.
Beckham gets hurt, and Baker throws an interception. So they need to start Case Keenum.
Case Keenum's on their team.
Yeah.
You know, he did have the most passing yards in Houston Cougars history. Did you know that?
It's the Houston Cougars.
He had the most passing yards in their history. I think he may have the most passing yards for any Texans QB. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, he was probably one of the best.
He was there for a while.
I think
Watson, I'm sure Watson's going to pass that soon,
but when you look at it, Beckham gets hurt. You take Odell out of that picture, Mayfield can actually spread the football and not try to upset a crybaby. That's what Odell is a crybaby. He doesn't get the ball. They need to feed him. He's not that good.
he's a good athlete.
He's good.
You can't get that wrong. He's a good
he's
player.
fast. He's very fast.
He's like Antonio Brown.
Yeah, he's a crybaby too.
Yeah, you know, he has to have his way or it's the highway.
Yeah, I don't like Beckham. He thinks he's way too good, and he wants like a $200 million He wants to be paid like he's elite whenever he hasn't showed that he's elite.
He's had elite seasons.
Yeah, back with the Giants, he hasn't had an elite season with the Browns.
I think that's more just the way the Browns play.
Yeah, they're a ground and pound team with Nick Chubb, now Kareem Hunt, but bringing in Kevin Stefanski, that's helped them. I mean,
Landry's having a good year. Can't deny that.
He hasn't had a touchdown yet.
Landry?
No, he's had a throwing touchdown.
Are you sure?
Let me
double check that.
He's on my fantasy team.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I feel like he's had a good year. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think he's had a touchdown.
No, he's just been kind of...
under the radar.
Yeah.
He hasn't been that good.
He hasn't had any breakout games, but he puts up consistent numbers.
Not just...
passing touchdown.
Yeah, which... passing touchdown? Rather than have a receiving, because...
get 6 points instead of 4.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess that
will probably wrap it up right there.
Wrap it up for our discussion. Let me change the light here, make it blue. Carter Buckets, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you featuring me on the CBP podcast.
No problem. Whenever you're in town, just let me know. Maybe we can make a podcast.
Next time we're gonna do a card unwrapping video. So
if I can find them,
Oh, I'm gonna bring like 100 card pack. Okay, I'm gonna find one and I'm gonna bring it here. We're gonna open it together. And
From where?
We're gonna get a rookie Joe Burrow prism.
I'd rather have an autographed Chase Young.
We'll get an autographed with jersey Chase Young prism.
I need that for my collection.
Knuckle touch.
Okay. All right.
Peace!
This is the CBP, and I'm checking out. See you guys.
Peace out.